They don't understand. They don't see the nights you stayed awake grinding, the sacrifices you made, the moments you swallowed pride, swallowed shame and said, "I'm not done. Not yet." You paid every sleepless night, every uncomfortable choice, every single second you risked looking like a fool. That was the price. And now you stand there and they blink. They wonder. They whisper. They think it came easy. They have no idea. No. It's not luck. It's not timing. It's not some magical alignment that popped you into power while everyone else clung to comfort. They call it talent. They call it skill. But you know the truth. You know it was sweat dripping down your back in rooms no one ever visits. You know it was staring at yourself in the mirror and making deals with your own reflection. Dark, raw deals. You paid the cost. And every soul who doubts you, every smirk, every scoff, every sideways glance, it's just confirmation. They see the results, but they'll never feel the weight of the price. Not even close. And that burns. They whisper, "Who does he think he is?" They laugh behind closed doors. But do you? Do you turn back? No. You lean in. You sharpen the edges they said would dull you. You flex the power they think came without struggle. It's messy. It's brutal. It's raw. But that's the point, isn't it? Every scar on your mind, every sleepless night, every risk they didn't just happen. You earned them. And when the smoke clears and they look at you, they'll see the crown on your head. And they'll realize this is the cost. And they never paid for it. You feel the silence around you now, don't you? The quiet of rooms where chatter dies the second you enter. That's respect. That's fear. That's recognition dripping in disbelief. And it tastes good, doesn't it? But don't get soft. Don't think the game is over. Because here's the joke. They never understand. They never will. They'll see the moves, the influence, the lifestyle, and they'll chalk it up to luck, to charm, to it's easy for them. If only they knew. If only they knew the full cost. The cold, the hunger, the long, lonely road. That's your truth. And that truth is what makes you untouchable in a room full of doubters. Look around. Look at them laughing, living small, playing safe. And then look at yourself. Every calculated risk, every moment of courage, when fear whispered, "Step back." Every night you told yourself, "I can do this." That's the ledger, the receipt, the undeniable proof. You paid, they didn't. And that, my friend, that is power. Pure, unfiltered, dark power. Not the fake kind that people flaunt for applause. No, the kind that seeps into your bones, into your presence, into every move you make. And one day, they'll have no choice but to recognize it. And it'll sting, it'll burn, and you'll just smile, because you knew all along. Nah, this isn't a pep talk. This isn't a lecture. This is a mirror, and you're staring at it. The person staring back, that's the one who fought the nights, who bled for dreams, who refused the easy path, the shortcut, the fake applause. That's the one who understood the price. That's the one who doesn't just exist in the room, they dominate it. That's the one who paid the cost to be the boss. And the rest? Let them chatter, let them doubt, let them underestimate. Because one day One day, every smirk will crack, and when it does, you'll be standing there watching, and they'll finally get it. That cost you paid, they'll never understand. And that, my friend, is where the victory lies. Huh? You thought the hard part was over? Oh no. The hard part is just beginning, because paying the cost isn't a one-time ticket. It's a lifestyle. It's waking up when the world sleeps. It's moving when the world hesitates. It's making choices that feel like chaos to everyone else, but clarity to you. Every day is a test. Every glance, every whisper, every shadow of doubt thrown your way. These are the stakes, and here's the thing. The ones who paid, they don't flinch. They don't argue. They act, they strike, they own it. You see, they watch from the sidelines, shaking their heads, convinced you're reckless. Let them think it's luck. Let them assume there's a shortcut you found. Let them believe it's a joke. Because while they chatter, you're stacking victories. Quietly, relentlessly, methodically. Every calculated move you make, every risk you swallow, every fear you stare down, this is your edge. And when they finally see it, it'll be too late. They'll realize that dominance isn't born, it's earned. And you, my friend, you're the receipt. No. Don't ever get soft. Don't ever let a single glance of doubt shake you. The cost you paid, that's your armor. That's your fuel. That's your signature on the ledger of life. And now it's time to use it. Use it to silence the whispers. Use it to shatter expectations. Use it to climb higher, faster, sharper than anyone else dares to imagine. Because when you rise, you don't just rise above, they fall behind. And that is the thrill. That is the power. That is the moment they finally understand. Too late. Can you feel it? That raw energy coursing through your veins, that pulse of control, that clarity in the chaos. That's not confidence. That's mastery. That's the mark of someone who didn't just dream, they acted. Who didn't just hope, they executed. And every single person who doubted you, every single one who laughed, every smirk, every sideways glance, they'll witness it. And here's the beautiful part. They'll hate it, because they'll realize what you already knew. You paid the cost to be the boss, and they never will. So here's the challenge. Right now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, take that cost. Wear it like armor, and let it fuel every move you make. Take the sleepless nights, the silent struggles, the moments they didn't see, and turn them into momentum. Strike when they hesitate. Move when they pause. Own when they doubt. And every time they whisper, every time they smirk, every time they wonder how, you'll just smile. Because deep down, you know, you always knew. You paid the price. You took the leap. You became the storm. And nothing can stop what you've built. This is your stage, your world, your moment. And the rest, let them watch, let them guess, let them envy. Because in the end, the one thing they'll never do is pay the cost you did. And that, my friend, is victory. That is dominance. That is legacy. That is being the boss. Now it's time. Time to stop looking over your shoulder. Time to stop listening to the doubters, the skeptics, the ones who never understood a single sacrifice you made. They don't get it. And guess what? They never will. Because paying the cost, really paying it, changes you. It sharpens your instincts. It builds your patience. It fuels your hunger. And it molds you into someone they can't predict, can't stop, and most of all, can't compete with. Don't settle for scraps of recognition. Don't chase applause. Don't beg for validation. You already hold it. Every late night, every risk, every silent battle, you were earning respect that no one could give you. You built it. And now, standing here, you can finally see it. They're behind, always. And the closer they get, the more they realize you're untouchable in ways they'll never comprehend. And that realization, it's delicious. Look at yourself. Really look. The sacrifices, the pain, the moments you wanted to quit, they all led to this. Every bruise to your ego, every doubt whispered in your ear, every closed door. They weren't walls, they were tests. They weren't punishments, they were lessons. And now, you're the one standing in the doorway of opportunity, holding the key that everyone else begged for, but couldn't earn. They see the crown, they see the throne. They don't know the weight, the cost, the fire that forged it. But you do. And that, my friend, is power. It's intoxicating, isn't it? The way the air shifts when you enter a room, the way heads turn, the way silence follows your footsteps. That's not luck. That's earned dominance. That's respect, carved from struggle. That's the proof that paying the cost wasn't in vain. And here's the secret. They'll never admit it. They'll never praise it. They'll never understand it. And that's exactly how it should be. Because the moment it becomes understood, it loses its edge. And your edge, it's razor sharp. Now it's your move. The moment of reckoning is here. Take all that you've built in shadows and show it in light. Strike decisively. Command respect. Leave no room for doubt. Every risk you avoided yesterday is irrelevant. Every sacrifice you made is your foundation. And when they finally stare in awe, mouths open, eyes wide, you'll simply nod. Acknowledge nothing. Explain nothing, because they'll never get it. They'll never feel it. And that is why you're the boss. Remember this. Paying the cost wasn't optional. It was inevitable. Every sleepless night, every sacrifice, every lonely fight, you endured it. You conquered it. You became the storm while they stayed in the drizzle. And now, with that storm behind your eyes and that fire in your veins, you're unstoppable. Not because they fear you, but because they can't follow you. You've paid. They haven't. And the gap will only widen. Every move you make from here, legendary. Every whisper of doubt, silenced. Every doubter, left behind. This is your legacy. So own it, live it, breathe it. The price you paid was heavy, but the reward is everything. You are the boss. The rules bend for you. The world notices. And one day when they finally understand, it will be too late. They'll realize the cost. They'll see the fire. And all you'll do is smile, because you knew it all along. You paid the price. You became the storm. You became the boss. Now listen carefully. This is where the game separates the players from the spectators. Everyone can talk. Everyone can dream. Everyone can imagine themselves on top. But you already paid the price. You've been in the trenches, staring fear in the face while the world pretended it didn't exist. And that cost, that struggle, it wasn't just for survival. It was for domination. Every risk, every sleepless night, every sacrifice, it was forging you into someone they could never touch. And now it's time to wield it. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for applause. Don't wait for anyone to understand. You don't need their validation. Their confusion is your advantage. Their doubt is your fuel. Step forward into the chaos. Strike when others hesitate. Move when they pause. Speak when they're silent. And every single time someone questions you, every single time someone doubts you, remember this? You paid. They didn't. And that difference, that gap, is everything. Can you feel it? That fire roaring in your chest? That pulse of power in your veins? That's not just ambition. That's proof. Proof that every lonely hour, every hard choice, every challenge you swallowed whole, it worked. It built something no one else can touch. And now, you're untamed. You're decisive. You're relentless. You are the storm everyone whispers about, but can't predict. And the best part? They'll try. They'll fail. And you'll watch them stumble while you rise, higher, sharper, stronger. And here's the final truth. The cost you paid, it wasn't a penalty. It was a privilege. The fire you walked through, the nights you conquered alone, the doubts you overcame, they made you dangerous. Not reckless, not foolish, dangerous. Calculated, fearless. And the world that tried to hold you down, that laughed at your grind, that underestimated your power, it's nothing now. Every step you take leaves a mark. Every word you speak carries weight. Every move you make confirms one undeniable fact. You are the boss. So don't stop. Don't slow down. Don't settle. Take everything you've learned, every scar, every sleepless night, every moment they didn't see, and turn it into momentum. Push harder, climb higher, command respect, shatter doubt, leave the weak behind. And when they finally look up, when their jaws drop and their eyes widen, you'll simply smile. Because you've been here all along, paying the cost, walking the fire, becoming the storm, becoming the boss. This is your moment. Own it, breathe it, live it. The cost is paid, the crown is yours. And the world, well, the world will finally understand. Too late. Now you understand. This is more than a speech. This is a warning, a challenge, a reminder that the world doesn't hand out respect. It doesn't hand out power. It doesn't hand out victory. You take it. You earn it. You pay the cost. And the moment you stop, the moment you hesitate, the moment you think they'll understand, that's the moment they catch up. And you don't play that game. Don't wait for approval. Don't wait for acknowledgement. Don't wait for anyone to see your fire, your cost, your struggle, your grind. It's yours alone. And that is your weapon. Every step you take, every choice you make, every risk you swallow, it's proof that you didn't just survive, you conquered. You didn't just dream, you executed. And now, the throne isn't optional. The crown isn't borrowed. The power is yours. Can you feel it? The weight of every sacrifice, the intensity of every sleepless night, the hunger that never dies. That's not pressure, that's proof. Proof that you are different. Proof that the doubters, the skeptics, the ones laughing at your grind, they can't touch you. They never paid the price. And that gap is infinite. That is dominance. That is legacy. That is what makes you the boss. Now it's your move. Stand tall. Claim your space. Make them recognize you without words. Let your actions speak. Let your victories echo in rooms where whispers once mocked you. Let the fire inside you burn so bright that they can't look away. And every time someone doubts, every time someone questions, smile, because you already know. You paid the cost. You fought the battle. You became the storm. And they will always be behind. Remember this? The cost was never the punishment, it was the preparation. Every trial, every obstacle, every lonely night was building something unstoppable, something undeniable, something legendary. And now it's time to step into the world not as a survivor, not as a dreamer, but as the boss. The one who paid the price, the one they'll never understand, the one who dominates. So rise. Rise with the fire in your chest. Rise with the scars on your mind. Rise with the power that only comes from paying the cost. You are the storm. You are the legacy. You are the boss. And the world will finally see what you already knew. Too late.